to you about another book of the Bible. So let's review what we've done already. We started in the Old Testament. We did the 5 books of law, the 12 books of history, 5 more books of wisdom, 17 books of the prophets. Then we jumped to the New Testament. We did the Gospels and church history, which were 5 books, the letters and the epistles, letters or epistles, interchangeable words there, 21 books, and that leaves us at 65 books of the Bible. We are on our final book of the Bible, the 66th book of the Bible, and it is the book of Revelation. So let's jump in and see what we can learn about God and how we can apply it to our lives from the book of Revelation. In the book of Revelation, we can learn a lot about heaven. What do you think heaven will be like? Will we be floating on clouds or lots of singing, maybe unlimited ice cream? Who knows? Well, the Bible does not say for sure, but we do have some clues in the book of Revelation. And you know what the most important thing that it tells us about heaven? Everything will be new. Everything. God started everything. He created everything, and He will make everything come full circle. He will make everything new and beautiful for His glory. So we can read in Revelation 21, it says, "Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and the sea was no more. I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven as from God, as He prepared a bride for her husband." Now, some people might think that's a little silly to say that it's like a bride. But have you ever been to a wedding? When the bride walks down the aisle, there's so much joy and happiness. It's something brand new. And that's exactly what God is trying to help us picture here, that heaven is going to be brand new. It's a new beginning. Now, in these verses, we can imagine this glorious new beginning from God. But do you know what else is even better about heaven? God will be with us. It's not just a new earth like this. God is with us. And friends, that is something to look forward to. So when I read the book of Revelation, some of it can be really hard to read. But the one thing that I remember every single time I read it is that Christ and His followers will win and Satan will lose. That is what Revelation tells us. John writes about his vision to give us a heads up on the future about what heaven's going to be like and about what the end's going to be like. John describes all the followers of Jesus living in this paradise forever. But he also describes what will happen to those who choose not to follow Jesus. And it's not good. We might not know what heaven will look like, but we can be sure that God will take away all of our sadness, all of our tears, and turn them to joy. And it can be difficult to understand or imagine what that's going to be like in the end, but we can take hope in the fact that for those who love the Lord, life will be wonderful. And remember, prayer brings us into the presence of God. So if you're confused about what Revelation means, or maybe you have some questions about it, pray and ask God to help you understand those really hard concepts, but also to give you comfort for some of those really difficult things to read. And remember, you get to make your own choice on where you will spend eternity. Everyone will eventually go to either be with King Jesus or spend forever in incredible pain. And the beautiful thing about that is that's an offer open to everybody, and you get to choose. GC Kids, can you believe we just went through 66 books of the Bible? And if there's one thing that I hope you learn from every single book of the Bible, it's that God loves you. That is what I learn every single time I pick up His word. And we can rest assured that for those who love Jesus and have made Him the boss of their lives, whatever happens in this life, whatever tough times we go through, no matter what happens, God will be there. And during our lives, He gives us comfort, protection, guidance. He strengthens us with His word and through our prayers. And after our lives, He will make all things new. And that is good news. He will transform everything. Now, did you hear when I read Revelations earlier? The passage says that God is the Alpha and Omega. Do you know that these are the first and the last letters of the Greek alphabet? It's basically saying from A to Z, because God began everything and He will end everything for His glory. And when you love Him, that is really, really good news. Take care, GC Kids.